Angela Winter, known for her role as Yolanda in EastEnders, emphasizes the significance of addressing abuse storylines. She highlights the silence of victims due to fear of repercussions. Winter, advocating for awareness through her acting, aims to shed light on this prevalent issue affecting many. Ali Alexander to bring Eurovision magic to EastEnders. Ali Alexander, this year's UK Eurovision entrant, will make a surprise visit to Walford when he appears in EastEnders next month. The Years and Years singer will be given a hero's welcome when he pops into the Old Vic pub after rehearsing his Eurovision performance nearby. Alexander said, "I'm thrilled to be making my first appearance on EastEnders and in the most iconic pub in the UK. I'm so happy I got to meet some true screen legends and spend time on set with the brilliant cast and crew. I wanted to surprise my mom as it's her favorite show, but I guess the cat is out of the bag now, she's gonna love it." Chart success. He will sing his club anthem Dizzy at this year's Eurovision Song Contest in Malmö, Sweden on May 11th. Alexander will hope to improve on the UK's disappointing performance last year, when Mae Muller came second to last. Dizzy was co-written by Alexander and Danny L. Harrell, who has produced hits for Dua Lipa, Chic and Charlie XCX. Alexander, who is now releasing music under his own name, is already known around Europe as the former frontman of Years and Years who had hits including Desire, King, and If You're Over Me. The singer is a seasoned performer with a big fan base, having scored 5 UK top 10 singles and 2 #1 albums over the past decade with the band. He is also a BAFTA-nominated actor, having played the lead role in Channel 4's hard-hitting AIDS drama It's a Sin. BBC EastEnders fans work out who Nadine is working with after sick baby lie exposed. EastEnders fans think they know what Nadine Keller is up to after her fake pregnancy lie was revealed to viewers on Tuesday. The character returned to Walford in recent episodes after months away and months on from a fling with Jay Brown. She dropped the big news that she was pregnant with his child, leaving him reeling, and soon everyone found out. But just as Jay told Nadine he would be there for her and her baby, a bombshell came to light, but only to viewers. Nadine was seen taking a cryptic phone call that revealed she was in trouble with a mystery person. That wasn't all though, as Nadine lifted up her top and took off a fake baby bump when out of view of the market. Nadine isn't pregnant at all, let alone carrying Jay's baby despite her claims. Speaking on the phone, she was responding to someone who was demanding owed money. It seems by the conversation that Nadine is using Jay to get her hands on the cash she owes someone. Before removing the fake bump, Nadine was heard telling the caller, "Yes, okay, I told you, you'll get your money soon, alright?" It's then that she removed the bump and placed it in her bag before heading off. Viewers are now convinced they have worked out who Nadine was talking to and who she owed money. Many fans came up with the same name, as they suspected he mystery character was using Nadine to get to Jay, whether that be to steal his money or target him for another reason. Viewers questioned if Emma Harding, the mother of Jay's late wife Lola Pierce, could be the person on the phone, and maybe she is working with Nadine to target Jay. One fan posted, "Emma is defo blackmailing Nadine somehow." Another agreed, "I knew Nadine was dodgy as F ***K. If Emma isn't involved then who is?" A third fan posted, "Cheeky Nadine with the fake bump, is the scan pic Emma's who is carrying Phil's baby," as a fourth viewer said, "I knew Nadine wasn't really pregnant. Who was she on the phone to?" Emma. EastEnders newcomer confirms they're leaving BBC soap after devastating discovery. EastEnders is set to air an exit for one newcomer on the BBC soap, it seems, and it could happen this week. A comment made by one character on the show on Tuesday night appeared to confirm they were leaving the show for good, amid a devastating discovery. Not only that, but the character in question told others she was leaving in just a day's time, having booked a flight out of the country. Dean Wick's daughter Jade moved forward with her plans to reunite with her mother Shabnam Masood, who lives in Pakistan. Jade was meant to move there weeks ago, only for Dean to mess with her medication after her recent lung transplant. Jade got really sick, and Dean framed Gene Slater when the truth came out. Since then he's been framed for the murder of Keanu Taylor and is in prison awaiting his fate. With it teased he could be leaving. Ade had to watch on as her dad was led away by officers, and she soon found out what charges he was facing. Not only that, but Jean returned, with it soon made clear who may have been behind her medication mix-up, ahead of Dean asking to speak with his daughter ahead of her planned exit. With photos showing this does take place, Jade made a confession to Jean and Harvey Monroe on Tuesday. She revealed her mother has been in contact, and Jade's visa had been approved. EastEnders spoilers, Ollie Alexander cameo for Johnny Carter story. Ollie Alexander will be making a special appearance in EastEnders ahead of the Eurovision Song Contest. The Years and Years star will be representing the UK at Eurovision next month with the song Dizzy, which has already entered the pop charts ahead of the event. It turns out that Ollie will be rehearsing for Eurovision in Walford, leading to him reconnecting with old friend Johnny Carter in an EastEnders cameo. Ollie will be greeted by the many Eurovision superfans at the Vic, where one Walford resident seizes on the joyous atmosphere to propose to their partner. "I'm thrilled to be making my first appearance on EastEnders and in the most iconic pub in the UK," Ollie said. "I'm so happy I got to meet some true screen legends and spend time on set with the brilliant cast and crew. I wanted to surprise my mum as it's her favorite show, but I guess the cat is out of the bag now, she's gonna love it." EastEnders producer Chris Crenshaw added that it was irresistible for Ollie to cameo in the BBC One soap after learning the singer is a big fan of the show. "When we discovered that Ollie Alexander was a huge fan of the show and an opportunity arose in one of our stories, it was the perfect moment for us to invite him to Albert Square to appear," the producer said. "We hope the audience enjoy Ollie's special guest appearance as much as everyone at EastEnders enjoyed having him in Walford." A Eurovision celebration in Walford has become a yearly tradition for EastEnders, as the legendary singer Cheryl Baker had a cameo last year and a topical scene was inserted to celebrate Eurovision being held in the UK. This new cameo will air later this spring ahead of the Eurovision Song Contest taking place in Malmö, Sweden, in May. EastEnders Yolanda Truman to fear for Chelsea in attack aftermath. EastEnders Yolanda Truman will fear for Chelsea Fox in the aftermath of her shocking attack. Yolanda has recently been at the center of a devastating storyline involving newcomer Pastor Clayton. During the soap's hour-long episode last week, the pastor sexually assaulted Yolanda at the community center. In scenes set to air next week on BBC One, Denise and Patrick are surprised at Yolanda's heightened reaction to Levi's concerns about her not attending prayer group. Yolanda then seeks solace in the laundrette, where she has an emotional conversation with Jean over her crisis of faith. After talking to Jean, Yolanda then heads home to start preparing for Jordan's upcoming baptism. As she starts to plan the event, Yolanda is faced with an angry Chelsea, who urges her to not be so pushy about her son's life. Following her outburst, Chelsea is convinced by Denise and Patrick to make things right with Yolanda. Chelsea later informs Pastor Clayton of Jordan's baptism and is invited to the community center to discuss the arrangements with him. Yolanda becomes concerned when she realizes Chelsea is with the pastor and heads to the community center to get her to leave. Chelsea and Denise soon become worried by Yolanda's behavior and encourage Patrick to organize a doctor's appointment for her. In the square, Pastor Clayton continues to intimidate Yolanda, who forbids him from being involved in Jordan's christening. Later, Patrick's worries for Yolanda grow after he arrives home to find that she had let the hob catch fire whilst praying. Will Yolanda confide in her family? Actor Angela Winter, who returned to the soap as Yolanda last year, recently spoke about how important it is for EastEnders to tackle the difficult storyline. "There are many people who are being abused, and they are not able to speak up because those doing the abusing are in positions of power," she said. "When that happens, many people fear they won't be believed, that they'll lose their job or status, or feel naive or embarrassed, so they don't speak up. As an actor, I tell stories, and I felt I could tell this story and put a spotlight on this issue. Please subscribe our channel.